Hi, my name is Owen Thornton, and this is my vlog from my weblog at OntarioCrafts, all one word, .wordpress.com. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Burning Kiln Winery. Burning Kiln Winery is at 1709 Front Road, St. Williams, Ontario. And by the way, just in case, you do go through St. Williams, Ontario if you're a little bit further west of them, but Burning Kiln is nowhere really near St. Williams, Ontario. Now, I wanted to just say a little bit about Burning Kiln. It could really be the heart of my video blog and the heart of my word blog because it was the end destination of the first trip we ever took where we took multiple stops, and he stopped at a brewery here and a winery there along the way, and we had that kind of a day where we did tastings at each location. And Burning Kiln was really the apex of that journey for us, and it was a really astounding stop, and we really loved the wine there, so it really kind of set off that day, that trip day for us. So Burning Kiln, if at that day had not gone well and Burning Kiln was not a great producer of wine, perhaps we would not have done this kind of thing multiple times over the years, which led me to the idea of actually doing a blog. So I want to thank Burning Kiln for being a great winery and inspiring both the word blog and the vlog. So let's get into it. I want to do a little bit of show and tell today. Virtually everything we've ever had, and I think everything we've ever had, I don't have to say virtually, everything we've ever had at Burning Kiln has been fantabulous. There are things there that we like more than others, and of course these things just suit our palates better than other things. But they have Horse and Boat Riesling, Sweet Leaf Riesling, a Cab Franc, and I'm going to do a little show and tell, see if I can find the one here. There's the Cab Franc, that's their bottle there. Okay, that's Burning Kiln's Cab Franc. Hold the bottle straight. There we go. Okay. And they have Broken Needle Rosé. So that's another one of their products. Really terrific wine. We like those very much. These wines, the Horse and Boat Riesling, the Sweet Leaf Riesling, their Cab Franc, they have a Harvest Party White and a red blend, a white blend and a red blend. They have a Merlot, which we purchased sight untasted and have since had and really quite enjoyed. There is a Petit Verdot that they have as well. I didn't bring a bottle of that upstairs for show and tell for you today, but I'm looking forward to trying that. That's not a varietal that's very common around these parts. They have Chardonnay and Sparkling, and I think I've explained to you in the past that Chards aren't really a Carrie Nice thing, and so if they could very well be terrific. We just aren't Chard lovers, really, Chardonnay lovers. And we don't consume that much sparkling wine either, so we haven't really tried too much of that kind of thing. But I'm assuming it's got to be great because everything else they make is great. Now, they have two wines that we just absolutely love, and we buy multiple bottles of at a time. The first one I want to share with you is this one. This is Stick Shaker. This is made from a really unusual variety called Savagnin. Savagnin, not Sauvignon Blanc, but Savagnin. And it is a European varietal, but you don't hear much about it. And this one is 29 grams of sugar per liter, and so it's a little bit sweeter. It just has a lot of acidity, so kind of a bracing acidity, which when you are drinking wine, acidity in your mouth is when your mouth blooms with moisture. So if the more that your mouth kind of sparkles with moisture in your mouth when you put the wine in your mouth, that's the higher the acidity that it is. And so high acidity like that really requires some sweetness to balance it, and they've done an excellent job with the Savagnin, and we love it. Every time we go down, we buy multiple bottles of that. And the Cab Franc is really a phenomenal one as well, and then they have a special Cab Franc as well. And let's see if I can get that one up here for you. This one's called Kiln Hanger. That is their more expensive Cab Franc. This one has been done the Passamento style. Passamento style is an Italian style where grapes are harvested and then they're left outside to dry a little bit before they're pressed. What happens then, of course, is moisture leaves the grape, water leaves the grape, but the flavors, the acidity and the sweetness is condensed into those berries. and then they are pressed. So they get it's more expensive in part because they get less juice, but the juice that they get is really vibrant, really full flavored, and that is a really lovely Cab Franc. It's for us, it's a celebratory Cab Franc, but it is wonderful. Burning Kiln, and I will show you a picture there of the face of the building, and I'll also show you a picture in just a moment as well of the fields. We used to enter the building where you'll see this picture over here. Used to enter in there, and you would sit at a tasting bar, and behind you was glass, and you could see the operations of the facilities there, where they made the wine. You could see the big vats and everything there. This, as you'll see in the photograph, the walkway is completely closed. You can't enter that part of the building anymore. These are COVID-19 restrictions, and they're trying to find a way to allow more people to taste, buy wine without running the risk of getting too close to one another. So what happens now is that you walk past that entranceway, across the grass, and they have a refrigerated sea container all set up with their wines in it, and you stand outside that container and you ask for the wines that you want to purchase. And then beyond that container is a marquee tent where they've set up tastings. The original location when you went inside was small and quaint and homey and very nice. This new operation, there's no sidewalks to get to them. You're walking across the open grass. You're standing outside of the sea container where the wine is on the one side. You're on the outside looking in, purchasing things. And then the marquee tent where the tasting area is, it's a sort of a big, vast kind of open space, which is really what is required for COVID-19 restrictions so people aren't close to one another. Makes the whole experience a little bit less homey feeling. So I'm hoping that over time they reacquire that sort of home sense of things. The staff was terrific, of course. It always has been. One of the great things about these kinds of experiences is finding good staff in these small wineries, and Burning Kiln is no exception. They have great staff, very helpful staff, and as I said, it's just a little bit less comforting standing outside buying wine and going to a marquee tent to do tastings rather than being inside of a building and seeing where the wine is being made and racks of wine that you can approach and pick up yourself. Those kinds of things. That's all gone right now, as is necessity. So hopefully as the COVID restrictions lift, we don't have a fourth wave, we will find that we can go back in the main building and buy our wine and taste our wine in that main building. They have an excellent patio outside, and there's been a chef there that's outside that serves that patio. Of course, obviously still closed right now as well for COVID restrictions, but a lovely place. The other thing I should tell you is that the journey to Burning Kiln along Front Road is a windy, twisty, up and down hill kind of experience, which makes it a very lovely drive. You can't go full speed. Some of these corners are blind corners. You don't know what's on the other side, so you should slow down a little bit. But that is just all part of the fun of getting there. It's a terrific trip down in Norfolk County, and I hope that this inspires all of you to go down and do a tasting and bring home some of your favorite wine from Burning Kiln. You will be pleasantly surprised. Thank you very much. This is Owen Thornton talking about Burning Kiln Winery for his Ontario Crafts, all one word, .wordpress.com word blog, and for his vblog. This is what you're experiencing right now. Take care. Thanks very much, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.